Oops. Well, I have to do it like. Hey folks, I think I'm live and I'm being told to rotate my phone again. And I guess I have to record in this mode and I don't have a tripod that'll take care of that. So bear with me. This is Grumps here. I hope that I've got better internet today because, well, I paid more for it. And people are watching, so I can't rotate it. Oh no, you can't do that. Rotate your phone back. Okay, so I'm cool now, he screamed. Now you're looking at me, fun. Mess with I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to bend legs. And how about this? I'm gonna put it in here.
Nice earring, though.
Oh, thank you. Hold on, everybody. I can't do it. Okay. Okay, well that's going to be really the wrong way to do it because we won't see Gidget. So we got to go back. We got to stand with us because there's something about Facebook Live that hates. The thing's got to go back. That. Something about Facebook Live hates portraits for some reason. That's going to work, I think. Hey everybody, that's the best we can do. You're going to get a lot of sealing today. Oh, wow, that's way better, Gidge. All right, well, okay, Gidge, it's time for us to start our show. Welcome back. I can't believe any of you came back after all that we've been through together. But then again, you might be quarantined too, just like me. So, please welcome Gidget. Please welcome Gidget. Please, come on, I can't hear you. I want the applause. I can see bubbles, but I'm not hearing applause. Okay, I hear the applause. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Gidget, please come to sing the song with us.
I'm busy. I'm waxing my skis.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're waxing your skis?
Yeah.
Why are you waxing your skis?
Well, I got the longboard championship race tomorrow.
Oh my God!
And these are long fucking skis.
Well, we need to do the song.
They take a lot of waxing.
We need to do the song, baby.
They take a lot of waxing.
We need to do the song.
All right. I can't hear you though.
Well, take the earmuffs,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen. Look at Gidget's outfit, but the earmuffs are a little too much. It's cold in Carmel Valley.
It's cold in Carmel Valley.
We got to get started, honey.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We got a special show, but let's get it started here.
Don't try to cross him, he'll leave you with dismay. And don't try to boss him, he'll ruin your whole day. I know.
Yeah, I like this chorus.
He's got more many problems than a shrink could ever say. He's obfuscating, prevaricating, constantly pontificating, procrastinating, cream cheese grating, forever bellying, exasperating, aggravating, irritating, and infuriating. And he's such an asshole.
Get off my lawn!
That's Grump. Okay.
Well, that was a pretty good job, I must say. Did you say masturbating in one of those words?
No, I did not. It's just my.
You're sure?
It's my Minnesota
I thought I heard
accent.
it. But my ears ain't what they used to
But
be.
we want to advise everyone that Grumps is a fictional character, yeah. And any...
honey, they heard the song. I think they got the point from that.
Fine, then. I'll go back to waxing my skis.
No, first make a sanitini for me, honey. For those of you new to the show, we want to let you know that we've got a signature cocktail for the show. It's called the sanitini, or for those of you that are really OCD, it's the hand sanitini, and it's gin, hand sanitizer, and a jalapeno stuffed olive, and I predict it will be the new, well, it's already the rage. Anyways, and something else I want to point out before I get too deep into the moment here. You know the big charms that we've been selling, the toilet paper charms that have just taken over the country. I mean, and it's true. I mean, you go to the store, we're in a quarantine, we're in a pandemic, and what goes first? Toilet paper. So this proves that that's what people like the best. Any marketer will tell you this. So we made toilet paper charms to show your loved one that you really love her. And they are selling off the shelf. They're available through Grumps Industries for $49.99. But we got a lot of comments too. And one person said that they would die for an earring. So rather than have them die, I'm just going to show you what an earring looks like. So this is, you know, a good way to kind of show your love to somebody. And at the same time, you know, if you're ever in a dire straits, you've got yourself, you know, you're like a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout. You're always prepared. Just like Gidget is with the shaker right now.
I'm always prepared.
This is going to be one of our best ones ever, I can tell. And I want to thank the guy who connected my internet again today. This is the kind of level of commitment Grumps has to you all.
I have to put my earmuffs back on.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
I'm digging these earmuffs.
I was up at 6 o'clock this morning working with the guys to put new internet from a new service. Hopefully, we won't have the dropouts and everything that we've had before. But if we do, that's just the way it goes, because Grumps is doing the best he can. He's in quarantine. And poor Gidget and poor Ruby, who have to take part in all this. I also, if you may have realized, have changed the snare drum out. I mean, you can't see it now because it won't let us be in landscape. Anyways, but gosh, we're up to 50 people watching already. Woo! Anyways, I'm using a cardboard box, which I think sound-wise is going to be better for the camera's. I got a little symbol on top of the cowbop antlers. Got a cowbell. Got a wood block, and we have a gong that you're going to hear from time to time. Ooh, that was nice. Maybe dinner is served.
I wish.
Anyways, yeah, so do I. And of course, the whistle. All right, and Ruby loves the whistle, don't you, Rubers? Oh, Ruby, I forgive you for messing up the last show. You know, but your holding out for more kibble was not right. Really? Your dad loves you. I love you a lot. I love you a lot. Are you sorry? Really sorry? Okay, I forgive you. All right. Well, anyways, I did have one comment, and I'm going to take care of it before I forget. I probably had a lot of comments, but I'm going to forget them purposely. Somebody asked me to play Stardust again because it was so many dropouts, and they said I played a lot of contrary motion. So I'm going to try and remember what I did and try and do a lot of contrary motion. But first, I'm going to have a toast to all y'all who are watching and want you to know that you're the best part of GrumpsTV, because I sure as shit ain't. Was that Purell today, honey?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where you found it. Did you beat some old lady up in the parking lot at Safeway?
Uh-oh, don't tell anybody.
I heard about that. Listen to that baby ring. everybody talking while I'm playing. Also be done with harmonics. Or God, I love this song. Well, I hope that went through without any glitches. Somebody write something and say, I heard the whole thing, or I wish I didn't, or keep practicing, Grumps, you might make it someday, or something like that. Gidget, you watching any of this?
No.
Oh, thanks, honey.
I'm waxing my skis.
Yeah, I know you're waxing your skis. I was hoping one of my boys would have called in by now. You know, yesterday we had a drive-by banjo attack. I don't know if you've ever had that. We live out in the sticks here, so that kind of thing I wish I could say it was an irregular occurrence, but the guy just comes up and he plays the banjo as loud as he can and he bangs on the window. This is his anti-quarantine. I think he thinks because he plays the banjo that the coronavirus could not possibly live anywhere near him. I just and it reminds me of the famous conundrum, you know. Do you know why there are no banjos on Star Trek? Because it's the future. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yahoo! All right, so now we're moving on. Everything's going great. Grumps has got a sanitini, wants to talk about a few things. I do want to let everybody know. Oh, sorry. I'm interrupted here. It says spam alert. I hope this is the guy with the goats. Hey, are you spam alert? Hey, spam alert, is that you? I mean, it is spam alert.
Well, is this Bryce?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. It's, yeah. Gripes.
Bryce Furman?
No, it's Gripes.
Oh, Grumps.
Yeah. You got me on speed dial or something?
Well, sort of. It's as fast as I can dial.
Okay.
I'm calling about my sheep. I think you still have my sheep. I couldn't find them.
Weren't they goats?
Well, they're sort of sheep. They're sort of goats. If I've been drinking, it's hard for me to tell.
Well, you know, one of them really tasted good.
Tasted? Did you have a date or what?
Well, that's what you brought them over for, right? I mean, it's a quarantine. I'm hungry. I mean, I made toilet paper out of half of, the sheep. It must have been a sheep. It made good toilet paper.
Well, it wasn't the tall one, was it?
Well, Had the body of about a 9-year-old, yeah, but you know, tasted good, man. Gotta tell you, you know, it's okay though. The rest of them are doing fine, and they're out there eating the grass.
Well, I wish you picked another one. She was my favorite, but did they cut your grass?
They're working on it, you know, and I mean, they're working on it, and believe me, what can I say? I could use another one of the Grumps signature Grumps outfits, you know, and I figure we're ready, you know, we're ready for that. So, I mean, if you got another job for these things, I suggest you come get them pretty soon because I see them as essential workers around here.
Well, they're essential for me. Of course, there's fewer of them now.
Yeah, well, you know, that they breed like sheep, you know.
Well, they're all females. So
oh, that's kind of a problem, man.
There's another word for that, I think.
No, don't go there. Spam alert, you don't even want to go there. I don't know where you're from, but you don't want to go there.
Yeah, well,
that's just a bad scene, okay?
Bad. That's pretty funny.
You know, or the famous. Oh, yeah, I got that. You said you are funny. I got the you part too. I mean, that was good. You almost snuck that by me, Spam alert. I don't like the way you do that, man. You're a sneaky guy.
My embraceable you.
Yeah.
I saw you playing the banjo, the red banjo.
No,
on the thing.
It's not a banjo. It has too many strings.
Too many? Well, maybe you'll eat one of them too. No, you eat everything.
You know, I obviously not.
Good.
You did?
Do you know Far, Far Away?
Far away. Well, I think I'm going to have to get far away from you right now. Just no offense. I want to thank you for calling. Actually, Spam alert.
Far Away.
No,
Play Far Away.
no, I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to make you play. I'm going to make you play our new game, which is Strummer or Drummer.
Strummer or Drummer?
Yeah, and I'm going to show you a picture of somebody, and you tell me if they're a guitar player or a drummer. Okay? All right.
I have to look at my computer, then I have to see your pictures.
Yes, you do. Do you have a computer?
Well, more or less.
Okay. All right. Well, here's a picture.
Have a banjo.
Here's a picture of a beautiful woman. Actually, it's a man. Can you see that?
I can't see shit. No.
Okay. Well, then never mind. It's a beautiful woman. No, it's a guy.
Strummer.
It's a strummer. No, you're wrong.
Really?
It's a drummer. It's a guy named Christian Vander, and he was like the 100th best drummer in Rolling Stone, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it looks like he's too many syllables to be a drummer.
Yeah. You know, he's looks too pretty to me. You know, I mean, Gidget's a little jealous of him right now. And okay, let me give you another. Let me give you another.
You eat my sheep, man. You ate my sheep.
Okay. How about this one? Strummer or drummer?
Strummer or drummer? I would say strummer.
You are correct, sir. Hold on here. Let me dip. We got a winner. We got a correct answer. That is the fabulous guitar player Richard Smith.
I was going to say, I know that guy.
Oh, you know that guy?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're sandbagging me here.
Well, you know, get used to it.
Okay, well, you know, you got to know somebody, I figure, no matter who you are.
Everybody's got to be somewhere.
Okay, we're going to give you a good one here. Strummer or drummer?
What if he's both?
Oh, well, then you can, either way, you're right. That would be a dumb way to have a question, wouldn't it?
Drummer.
Oh, you're wrong. Sorry. Anyways. Oh, yeah, but that's not really playing drum. I mean, he was an actual guitar player, and I can prove it. Check it out. Okay. So, yeah, you know, I think you ought to train him, man. You know, you're doing okay. Yeah, not so good, really, but.
That's Rich Weiner. That's not him.
No. That's great. Oh, man, this is great. Okay, I'm going to give you an easy one, okay?
Oh, God. I need an easy one.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to give you this one.
You know, everybody's asking you if you
Yeah, I'm not backwards. I learned to play left-handed for this show, man. Some people actually have a commitment to their art. Others just fuck around. Okay.
Okay. Well, I would say that's a drummer.
Yeah.
And probably, but not the brother of, say, a barber.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, you know.
It's like Ray Charles cut his hair.
Or a cheese, or like he walked into a cheese grater or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's Buddy Miles, and he is a fantastic drummer. And you won enough to win our prize for the day.
Is it toilet paper?
No, you don't get the earring nor the charm, but we do have a real live baby to give to you today.
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay, see you later.
I gotta go.
Oh well, be careful when you enter these contests, you know. Okay, Grumps knows when he's beat. Gidget, you got anything to say to these nice people? We got like 60 of them out there. Don't go all coy. I got a question for you. How do you come up with such amazing outfits? Can you come show your outfit off again? How do you do this? Are you like a fashion schizophrenic or something?
It's just my little ski outfit.
Yeah, I know. We saw your longboard. I can't really show my longboard because that would be very uncool for Grumps. Look at this.
Look at the bat.
Oh man, you see? And you know what? Every minute is like this.
Oh, every
minute.
Every
she wakes up in the
stinking
morning.
minute.
She sets the alarm to get up before me, and I wake up to some kind of goddess or other, a Greek goddess, which sometimes is a salad, but oftentimes
That's
just
green goddess. You
yeah.
don't want a green goddess.
Okay, well, so she's a Greek goddess sometimes. You should see her in a toga. Wow. And she does the whole thing. I mean, a Fellini film one day. It's like once she was in The Lion King.
Only once though.
And and I was a lion motherfucker. But anyways, okay.
Okay.
Can I get another sanitini?
What?
Oh, it's still there. Oh, cool. You should tell me just to pour myself, right? I think Gidget needs to learn to play the drums today.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Gidget, come on over here.
Oh.
Now I'll move over. You got to get in here.
Do I have to take my earmuffs off?
No, you're probably gonna want to leave them on. Come on over. Come on over. Stand in here. Okay. Hold this one however you want to hold it. Hold this one however you want to hold it. Sit down. Now what we got here is the left hand is the mop. Okay?
You didn't tell me I had to do house cleaning too.
Yeah, that's part of drumming.
You're
always cleaning up
I'm
for all the...
not good at house cleaning.
You're always cleaning up for the other guys. And the right one is the stick.
Uh-oh.
You got the mop and the stick.
Mop.
And the mop is just going to mop the floor.
Okay.
In time, in big circles. And the stick is just going to... And whenever you want to have fun and get mad at people, you hit a crash cymbal.
Woo!
Okay? We're going to play some blues. Oh, Gidget's swinging. That's some swinging shit there, folks. And she's never done this before. I swear to God, we didn't practice this. It's pretty obvious, I'm sure.
Okay, go.
That's so embarrassing, isn't it? Keep the mop going. I need that mop.
I want a gong.
Yeah, we're gonna do something before. No, not yet. No, use the mallet. Use the mallet, honey. The thing that looks like a bestiality thing. Okay, keep working it. You can do better. No, don't hit it so hard. You'd be loving to it. There you go. Now tell everybody dinner is served.
I wish it was. I'm so tired of making dinner I could scream.
Oh, Ruby's here. Maybe Ruby wants to sing a song. Can we put Ruby in between us?
Yeah. Sweetheart.
Cool. Hey, Rubes. You want to do like wide rolling planes or something?
And I'm calling you. Will you answer too?
That means Come on, you can get her to do it. You get her, come on.
If you refuse me, I will be blue and waiting all alone. She likes your singing better.
Well, I'm calling you. Okay.
Goodbye, Ruby.
Will you finish the song? That means I can't go up that.
Where are we?
Over my if you
will come true. You belong to me. I belong to My ears are getting cold. I gotta go heat up that wax for the other ski.
Anyways, that was so. You see what happens when you lock people up in a house for too long. This kind of shit happens, and I know you're going through the same thing too. You just won't admit it. You got too much pride. All these guys doing all this hip shit on internet, which I'm loving. But you know, oh yeah, dig my shit, dig my shit. No one's admitting. We all don't know whether it matters anymore and whether it's gonna matter. So we better make something out of it today. So here's raising my glass to all y'all that are fighting the fight. And most of all, to the people who lost the fight. I don't know how many of you follow my feed. Just saying that I wrote a song to some very special people who we've lost over the recent period. Made me realize some things, came up with kind of a saying, you know, and then it became a song that I wrote. And I recorded it, I think, yesterday, the day before. It's on Facebook. And like everything, like all the Grumps shows, I want you to know that I post them all afterwards on YouTube, on the Bruce Foreman YouTube channel. I don't know why he keeps taking over my personality, but, you know, he does pay my taxes. So, go to the Bruce Foreman channel if you feel it, and there you'll find the Corona poem and a beat poet thing. You'll find my song Saying Goodbye, which I did at the end of the last show, but of course it was all glitchy. It's looking like the internet is doing really well, and I'm going to have to call that guy who helped me today and give him sainthood. Go to that YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and then you'll just be able to find it easier, and it'll really help Grumps out I don't know why or how, but it will. And remember, toilet paper earrings now also available. Please let us know whether you're pierced or you like the screw type. Right now, I've got the screw type, and they really, I think that's what's cutting off the blood supply to my brain. But then in general, hey, go get them, Ruby. Good girl. I was talking about blood supply to my brain. That's another story. Anyways, had a lot of great comments and a lot of really mean ones, but you know, thank you anyway. I'm gonna just kind of check in and see what's happening. We're already at the halfway market. Man, fun flies when you're playing time. I don't know how to open this iPad. Help me out, baby. Oh, there it is. Okay. You know, we trust each other. We have the codes to open each other's devices. Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering, do any of y'all in that place where you really want your old lady, sorry, Gidget, or your young lady to see your in stuff? Oh, come watch Grumps with me. That's so nice. Okay, boom. I'm looking for the comments. Oh, Peter Henriksen. Oh, you can't see it right here, but I am playing out of a Bud 10. This amp, the Buds, let me tell you, Peter, don't listen because this is some gushy bullshit. I'm blowing a bunch of smoke up your ass. The Henriksen amps for jazz guitar are amazing, and they've liberated us because not only they sound great, and they're ridiculously reliable. And believe me, I have a great tube amp that I love. I have a couple of great tube amps that I love. But I spent the day changing out preamp tubes to find which one was making all the noise. And it weighed a ton, and I had to pick it up every time. Whatever. Anyways, these Henriksen amps are just the bomb. They have a 6-inch and a 10-inch, and I love them both. The 6-inch will change your life. Remember when you had to go to a gig, park out front, double park, move your shit, worry about it getting stolen while you were kind of making the runs up and down, and then you had to park and you were really worried about stuff getting stolen. And then after the gig, that whole thing, the Bud 6, you can park 3 blocks away and walk to the gig and sound like a million lira. Now, the 10 he came up with fairly recently, and I got it, and I gotta say, it just depends on what kind of sound you're going for. If you're going for a more compact sound, the 6 is better. If you're going for a more open sound, more like the typical sound we get from open back amps and stuff, then the 10 is a little better. But they're both great, and they're both lightweight, and they're both ridiculously reliable. So, Peter, you owe me some money for that one, but, you know, I'm telling the truth. And, oh, Paul's out there, William Smith, your voice keep repeating after you talk. Well, it's the way, you know, it's probably my hearing. I don't know what to do about that. I'm going to have to listen to it. And for those of you who were having technical difficulties, I'm sure you realize that it's not as bad as the previous 2 episodes. And I will listen and adjust. The only thing we can really do past this, I hate to say it, is for me just to record the show and post it on YouTube. And that way I would lose all the YouTube live, all the warts, you know, the warts would still be there and the stank would still be there. But I do want to say, that this is great. Oh, Rocio. Wow. I've just remembered. Don't forget, everyone here. Rocio Soler. Oh. Hola. I'm going to turn this off now. I was in Guadalajara. It was probably a number of years ago, but it feels like just a week ago. How old are you? She was pregnant at the time. I wonder how old your children are now. She put on a concert with me and Peter Bernstein. We played duo, and it was just a lovely, one of the most amazing concert halls you could ever see in Guadalajara, Mexico. We were treated so lovely. And in the middle of the concert, Peter and I each did a solo, And since I was in Mexico and I had grown up in this near the Mission District in San Francisco and played a lot of cumbia classes and a lot of Mexican restaurants, growing up, there was one Mexican ballad that I still think it's maybe one of those beautiful songs I've ever heard. And I played it as my solo piece. And Rocio had just really sent a beautiful message to me, letting me know that she loved that version and that she'd love for me to play it again, but she could hear it. And she's here now, so I'm going to do it. Although, Rocio, I'm sorry, it's going to be different because I don't remember what I did. That's Sabor a Mi.
That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I don't usually get compliments from Gidget. That's nice.
That's true.
That's true because she usually doesn't like what I play. But anyways, you know, I got to agree there. I usually don't like what I play either. That song means so much to me. I learned it very young at a really great place. It just like, well, probably everybody's, it's one of those songs, it's like Shenandoah or Happy Birthday. The first time you learned it, your mind just, it just transports you to the, or Nuage by Django Reinhardt. It transports you to that first place that you heard it. And so the lovely thing about music, it's the stories of our lives, and it's the soundtrack of our lives. And just got to say, my admiration for everybody who does this, because you have inspired me and you have made the world a better place. Sabor a Mi, a funny story I could tell about it is, you know, I played it with numerous bands, you know, mariachi groups and just jazz bands and solo piano players all through San Francisco, as there's a huge Latin population there. And I had the opportunity I was on a cruise, I was working, and we had a day off in Ensenada. And so I went to this restaurant, and we're sitting there, and a mariachi band comes in. And I always wanted to know the right changes. This is such a jazz nerd's concept of the world, right? Got to know the right changes. You know, like, duh. Any changes that fit the melody are the right changes. But that's for Bomba and Grasshopper. Anyways, I'm sitting there at this table. This amazing mariachi band comes in and plays. I asked them to play Sabor a Mi. And they played some really great changes, kind of similar to what I do, which really relieved me. And so I gave them $10. And then the word was out. Within 3 minutes, another mariachi band came right to our table and played Sabor a Mi. And their changes were a little different, but it was basically the same. I mean, it was up to kind of the guitar player, right? I mean, the violin player and the singer, they're just doing the melody, and the guitarro, and he's just kind of following along. So that was really cool. Gave him $10. Of course, 3 minutes later, another mariachi band shows up, and they're playing. So literally, there was a procession. I can only imagine what the restaurant people thought. Every mariachi band in town had come and were playing Sabor a Mi for me, in which were giving me different changes, but I mean, I just love the song so much. It was just so great. But I mean, I'm laying out $10 every time this is happening. And this was probably 1988 or something. And then I started noticing that the same guys were coming back. They had just gone out real quickly and put on different uniforms and had come back because I was recognizing the guitar. You see, this is a guitar nerd thing. This is something, if women are watching, which I doubt, but if you are, you notice, like, I could see 20 people and not know who they are, but if they've got the same guitar, I know they're the same person. And I started noticing everybody from the guitar. And it just got funnier and funnier, and I'm pretty sure Vince Ladiano and Paul Contos were there with me. They can back me up on this story. And it cost me like $130 or $140 that day to hear 14 or 15 versions of Sabor a Mi. It was one of the greatest days of my life, and it not only taught me about Sabor a Mi, but it taught me about life and music, and that the harmony is the color. The melody is the picture. If the melody were black and white, it would still be a full picture. If it was just a stick drawing, we'd get that picture. But the harmony is the color. And whoever's painting decides what color. Wow, Grumps is getting deep. I hope somebody calls here because I'm really not liking Grumps in this way. Grumps is usually an asshole, and that's the way he's supposed to be, and being a nice guy, especially this early in the show. Usually he saves nice things for later. I'm going to kind of go back to whatever and see how we're doing on Facebook. It's not repeating. Try putting on headphones. That's the Santini voice bouncing off the hat brim. No delay here. Cool. Okay, great. Deep. All right, deep but cold. Well, you know, I'm going to insult everybody. Now that I've got 88 listeners, I want to get down to around 50 again. I got a request here via text to play a song I wrote recently. And being a musician, you know, you're kind of in a weird place because you're just out and about. Gidget, can I get some more reinforcements here?
It's hard to keep up with you. I'm still waxing those skis. They're so damn long.
Well, definitely need more bumpage. Okay. Oh God, those jalapenos are kicking my ass. Okay. So, anyways, dig this. We're musicians. We're out. We're working all the time. We're hanging out, talking to people. It's what we used to do before all this happened. I'm hoping it's what we end up doing. And for those new people, yes, I'll explain this in a second. And every now and then, somebody says something you thought you'd never hear. It's like it just completely changes your world. And you think to yourself, I didn't just hear that, did I? And it's the kind of thing like we're all talking along, and all of a sudden I hear this sentence, and I go, wow. And we can't even get back to the conversation for a while. We kind of got to take a breath and kind of pretend we didn't hear it. But we all put that away because we know we're going to write a potential hit song. Potential hit song. You heard it here. There's your rhythm. Oh boy. Thank you, Gidget. Anyways, this is a song. I hope I remember it. This is based on that song, on that saying, that statement I thought I'd never hear. And this is how it goes. Thank you, baby. It's a nice verse. That's the verse.
Back to those skis.
Okay. Oofta.
Woofda.
It's hard to admit to be so against the grain, but I'll confide this little thing, though you'll think that I'm insane. I don't like blowjobs. They're messy, so much trouble. So damn one-sided too. I hate to burst your bubble. So much capital's invested to procure this simple act. But consider the logistics and the compromised hygiene. Sorry, that is a fact. They're requested for birthdays, Christmas Eve, and Hanukkah. Hanukkah? Wow, that means there's like 8 of them. I guess there is an advantage to being Jewish after all. Where was I? Oh yeah, I don't like blowjobs. Said never, no man ever. But remember, Mr. Bobbit, there's always a head to sever. They're so controversial and unpatriotic, please. Every time that anthem's sung, someone's always on their knees. They're requested for birthdays, Christmas, even Hanukkah. Oh, here's the good part. Check this out. Remember all the problems it caused for Bill and Monica. Oh, you get that Hail to the Chief in there? That was kind of cool, huh? Where was it? Oh yeah. I don't like blowjobs, and I'm not admitting this in haste. With all the begging and flirt involved, and all the sweat and work involved, and all the noisy slurp involved, I really hate the taste. Yes, ladies. Oh, even Gidget clapped for that. Yes, that was a moment. I just want to remind you that that was something I heard from somebody else. And being an artist of the world, well, being Grumps, I figured I'd piss off a few people by doing this. I know that now YouTube is going to make me a adult only, even though there was not one word in there that you couldn't say on AM radio, nor was there anything that all the news networks don't talk about and didn't talk about in the 90s. Now back to this. For all you people who weren't here in the beginning and maybe haven't even seen any of the Grumps, some of you remember about the toilet paper thing, which is basically when you heard we were in this weird place, y'all went out. Y'all went out, and the first thing you bought was toilet paper. So the Grumps Industries, it's actually now called G&G Industries because Gidget does the major part of the designing. She does all the design work and runs the factory. And basically, we made charms because let's face it, if toilet paper is your most favorite thing, you want to get your wife a charm for her charm bracelet right next to your kids and maybe that Corvette she had. Who knows what she did in it, but I don't know, that Corvette she had, maybe her little hairbrushy thing or a Scotty dog. You want a toilet paper charm, which we're selling $49.99 at G&G Industries. But we had an overwhelming demand for earrings. Here I'm kind of moving in on you. See that? Look at that amazing design. And that faux gold, we call it fold, 24 karat fold. Come on. Get yourself one. And of course, the Grumps sheep skin. Yeah, right. Okay, so how are we doing here time-wise, Gidge? Oh, we're getting close to the end. I'm going to play a little song because I haven't been playing enough these days. I've only been doing about 12 hours a day, and I'm used to about 14, so. I'm going to play a tune, and I had other stuff worked out. Come back again. Remember, Bruce Foreman YouTube channel. All these will be up there, plus other stuff I'm putting up during the week. And I'll be back. What's today? What's today? Gidge, what's today? Saturday. Okay, we're back Wednesday at 5. And maybe I'll try the laptop to get a wider screen for y'all. Anyways, this has been fun. I'm sure it hasn't been for you, but for me, and Gidget stole my brushes. Okay, I'm going to do a little one-man band song now. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, I know what I'll do. Ooh, it makes me feel like the cavalry's coming. Those people in the banjo player ain't coming anywhere near us. You come. Come here. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Come here. Okay. song I wrote called Formanism.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's Formanism, and it happens to be available for those of you on the Bruce Forman Trio Formanism record. It's a title track, and it's available everywhere downloads are. You know, I know now you're probably not wanting CDs because of all the germs on them, but if you just pour a bunch of sanitini on the top of them, they're safe. Or just kind of like leave them in the microwave for about 20 minutes. Has anybody ever put a CD in a microwave? If anybody has, please send me a message and let me know what happened. Of course, you're probably dead because it exploded. But you went out in a blaze of glory, so amen to you. We're coming to the end, and it's time for Grumps to get serious with you all. This has been a really fun thing. So many things we didn't get around to. We've got coming up in the next one. We've got a new show, new part of the show called Chronic or Ironic, and I'll just give you an example of it. Like today, they did an amazing thing in China because they wanted to observe all the people who passed during this horrible pandemic. And they decided to have a moment of silence nationwide. And in order to commemorate that moment of silence, they had air raid sirens and everybody blared their car horn. My question to y'all is, chronic or ironic? Please, help me out. So, as I leave you, before Gidget comes back and sings our theme song, Gidget, closing credits, I do want to let you know that there's one thing that's happening besides the pandemic that I want you all to be really aware of. And even Gidget doesn't know I'm going to say this. So I just want to say this right now.
I think I might need some of this.
Okay.
Depending on what's coming up.
There's the pandemic, but there's also the mandemic. You've got to understand, all you women, I have nothing but just amazing just respect and honor for you guys, because let's face it, you're the nesters, you're the ones that make these houses and make them look so good and do all this great work, and we men sort of occupy them and do what we do, but now we're in them all the time. So to all you women who are dealing with, all you women who are dealing, you can say that out loud, it's okay, you don't have to whisper it, she's drinking to that. All you women who are dealing with laundry on the floor, to big guys walking around all the time, pissed off, yelling at shit, banging shit, farting and burping, to every time we leave the toilet seat up. Just understand that this is not only a pandemic, it's a mandemic.
Indeed.
And you're going to have to figure out a way to hopefully do this without killing somebody. And we'll all live together in harmony. And obviously we should probably I'd like to teach the world to sing that bullshit right now. But we're just going to sing the Grumps theme and get the hell out of here because, frankly, Ruby needs to be fed and so do we. So, to the mandemic, to the pandemic, and to remember my YouTube channel.
Could be a pandemic.
A Pammydemic. Ooh, but who's that? We got Gidget here.
Right. Don't try to cross him, he'll leave you with dismay. And don't try to boss him, he'll ruin your whole day. He's got more mental problems, you have no idea. He's obfuscating, prevaricating, and constantly pontificating. He's irritating, exasperating, aggravating, irritating, and infuriating. And such an asshole.
Get off my lawn!
That's Grumps.
See? favorite drive-through,
Right in the
honey.
next room.
Okay, see y'all next Wednesday. Until then, bye.